Do you know your rights after a car accident? In the dizzying moments following a collision, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The shock, the flashing lights, the flurry of questions, it's enough to make anyone's head spin. And in this whirlwind, it's all too common for individuals to lose sight of their rights. Car accidents aren't just about dented fenders and shattered glass. They're about people. And when people are involved, rights are involved. Rights that protect you, rights that empower you, rights that provide a roadmap through the chaos. But here's the catch. These rights can only serve you if you know them, and that's where we come in. Today, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of what happens after a car accident, exploring the legal landscape, and shedding light on the rights you hold. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what to do and your rights after a car accident. Imagine you're in a car accident. What's the first thing you do? Quite the thought, isn't it? Well, knowing the correct immediate actions to take can make a world of difference. First and foremost, make sure everyone is safe. Check yourself and your passengers for injuries. If anyone is hurt, call for medical help immediately. Safety is always the top priority. Even if the injuries seem minor, it's best to get checked out by a medical professional. Remember, some injuries may not be immediately evident. Next, it's crucial to make the scene safe. If you can, move your vehicle out of the flow of traffic to avoid any further collisions. Turn on your hazard lights, and if you have them, use cones, warning triangles, or flares for added visibility. Now it's time to call the authorities. It's important to report the accident to the police, irrespective of how minor it may seem. They will come to the scene and file an accident report. This report can be critical when it comes to dealing with insurance companies or if a legal claim arises. While you're waiting for the police, start documenting the scene. Capture photographs of your vehicle, the other vehicles involved, any visible injuries, and the overall scene. This can provide invaluable evidence if disputes arise about who was at fault or the extent of the damage. Also, make sure to exchange information with the other driver. This includes names, contact details, driver's license numbers, and insurance information. If there are any witnesses around, try to get their contact information as well. Their statements could be crucial in establishing the facts of the accident. Lastly, never admit fault at the scene, even if you think you might be responsible. There are many factors that can contribute to an accident, and it's not up to you to determine who is at fault. That's the job of the insurance adjusters and potentially the courts. Remember, these initial steps are critical for your safety and legal protection. Did you know that after a car accident, you have certain legal obligations? It's not just about exchanging information with the other driver or calling for medical help. There are legal duties that you must fulfill, and understanding these obligations can make a world of difference. Firstly, let's talk about reporting the accident. Regardless of the severity, it's crucial to report the accident to your insurance company. You might think, but it was just a minor scrape, or there's hardly any damage. However, failing to report an accident promptly can lead to complications down the road. Insurance companies may refuse to cover damages or medical expenses if they weren't informed in a timely manner. Next is the duty to cooperate with law enforcement. If police officers arrive at the scene, you are legally required to cooperate with them. They might need your account of the events, photographs of the scene, or your contact information. Remember, their primary role is to establish what happened and ensure everyone's safety. Cooperating with them can also help in establishing a clear and accurate account of the accident, which can be beneficial if legal issues arise later. Additionally, you might be legally obliged to report the accident to the Department of Motor Vehicles or a similar authority in your state, especially if there are injuries or significant property damage. Each state has different rules, so it's important to familiarize yourself with the regulations in your area. At times, you might also be summoned to court as a witness or as a party involved in the accident. It's important to respond to these summons promptly and truthfully. Ignoring a court summons can lead to penalties and can negatively impact your case if you're seeking compensation. Fulfilling these obligations not only helps in the legal process, but also safeguards your rights. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding your legal duties after a car accident prepares you for the next steps and helps ensure that your rights are protected. If you're a victim of a car accident, you have certain rights. What are they? Let's delve into the heart of the matter. First off, every victim holds the right to seek compensation. This means you can pursue a claim for any damages or injuries you've sustained due to the accident. This isn't limited to just physical injuries. It also includes emotional distress, loss of income if you're unable to work, and even damage to your vehicle or personal belongings. Remember, compensation isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, a means to ensure that the aftermath of an accident doesn't leave you in a financial bind. After all, why should you bear the burden of someone else's negligence? Next, you possess the right to legal representation. You can choose to have an attorney represent you in all dealings related to the accident. This includes negotiations with insurance companies, filing a lawsuit if necessary, and representing you in court. Having a legal representative is essential. They have the expertise to navigate the complex legal landscape, ensuring your rights are protected and you receive the compensation you deserve. Another crucial right you have is the right to refuse settlement offers. Insurance companies often try to settle quickly and for less than what you might be entitled to. It's important to remember that you're under no obligation to accept their first offer, or any offer at all, if it doesn't fully compensate you for your losses. Lastly, you have the right to privacy. No one, including insurance companies, can access your medical records without your explicit consent. This right protects your personal information and prevents it from being used against you. These are your fundamental rights as a car accident victim. But remember, rights are only as powerful as the knowledge of their existence. So stay informed, be proactive, and don't let anyone infringe upon your rights. As a victim, knowing your rights is the first step towards justice. Navigating the legal process after a car accident can be challenging. Is there help? Absolutely. And it comes in the form of legal professionals who specialize in car accident cases. These experts can play an indispensable role in helping you understand and exercise your rights in the aftermath of a car accident. Let's start with understanding your rights. It's one thing to know that you have rights, but quite another to fully grasp what they entail. This is where a seasoned legal professional comes in. They can explain the intricate details and nuances of the law in layman's terms, ensuring that you comprehend your rights and how they apply to your specific situation. But their expertise doesn't stop at explaining your rights. They also help you exercise them. Here's how. Once you've grasped your rights, your legal counsel can guide you in taking the necessary steps to assert them. Whether it involves filing a claim, negotiating with insurance companies, or representing you in court, they're there to stand up for your rights and ensure that you receive the justice you deserve. Beyond understanding and exercising your rights, legal professionals can provide invaluable assistance in managing the documentation and paperwork that inevitably follow a car accident. They can help you gather the necessary evidence, prepare the required documents, and ensure that everything is submitted within the stipulated deadlines. Moreover, they can offer emotional support during this difficult time. They understand the stress, fear, and uncertainty that a car accident can bring, and they're there to provide not only legal advice but also emotional reassurance. Lastly, legal professionals can help you determine the right course of action based on your individual circumstances. Every car accident case is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. Your legal counsel will consider all the factors at play and guide you in making the best possible decisions. In summary, legal professionals can be your beacon of hope in the bewildering aftermath of a car accident. They can help you understand your rights, exercise them, manage the paperwork, provide emotional support, and guide you in making informed decisions. With the right legal assistance, you can navigate this difficult time with confidence. So, what have we learned about your rights after a car accident? We've taken a journey through the immediate actions to take following a car accident, such as ensuring safety, seeking medical attention, and documenting everything. We've also navigated the legal obligations that arise, like reporting the incident to your insurer and cooperating with law enforcement. Then, we delved into your rights as a victim, including the right to compensation for damages and medical expenses, the right to legal representation, and the right to refuse discussions with the other party's insurer. We explored the importance of seeking legal assistance to ensure these rights are upheld, and that you're not left footing the bill for an accident that wasn't your fault. In essence, knowing your rights and obligations after a car accident is pivotal. It's about safeguarding your interests, health, and finances. Remember, understanding your rights is the first step towards protection and recovery after a car accident.